Hello everybody, how are you doing? Today I'll be teaching you Letterland. That should be Pupil Book 7, so please take it out. Great, so before we start the lesson, we will be doing some revision on the sounds that we have learned. Then we'll do some blending, some quiz, and some reading. So why not get started? Alright, here are the people. Alright, let's say the sounds that we have learned. The first one, who is this person? This person is Mr. A, right? Mr. A, who wears an apron, right? What is the name of him? The apron man. Good. Mr. A is the apron man. What does he say? A. Good. The following one is Mr. E. Mr. E. What is the full name of Mr. E? That is the Easy Magic Man. Yes, Mr. E is the Easy Magic Man. What does Mr. E say? E. Good. Alright, the following one is Mr. I. Yes, this is Mr. I. What is the name of Mr. I? Mr. I is the ice cream man, right? Ice cream man. What does the ice cream man say? He says, I. Good. The following one. This is Mr. O, right? Mr. O. So what is the name of Mr. O? Mr. O is the old man, right? He's very old. What does Mr. O, the old man, say? Oh. He says, oh. Good. Alright, here is Mr. U, right? Who wears blue uniform. What is his name? The uniform man, right? The uniform man. What does Mr. U, the uniform man, say? Mr. U says, you. So everybody, these are the long vowel sounds that we have done revision on. Let's do it. Alright, again, Mr. A. Alright, A. Let's say E. I. O. U. Good job. Alright, the double consonants up. I hope to take it. Alright, we have the double consonant sound as well. So here is Dippy Duck and Diana Duck. What do they say? Dip. Good job. And here is Bouncy Ben. Alright, and his friend Bouncy Barbara. What do they say? B. Good. And here is Sammy Snake and Sally Snake. What do they say? Good. Here is Firefighter Fred and Firefighter Frank. What do they say? Here is Lucy Lamplight and Linda Lamplight. What do they say? Oh. Great. Now let's have a look on the sounds that we have been learning from Pupil Book 7, which we are learning. Why not? Alright. Here is Sammy Snake and Kicking King. Right? What do they say? Sk. Here is Sammy Snake and Clever Cat. What do they say? Sk, sk, sk. Here is Sammy Snake and Talking Tess. What do they say? St, st, st. Here is Sammy Snake and Peter Puppy. What do they say? Sp, sp, sp. Good. Alright, here is Sammy Snake and Noisy Snake. They say sn, sn, sn. Here is Sammy Snake and Munching Mike. What do they say? Sm, sm, sm. Good. Here is Sammy Snake and Walter Walrus. What do they say? Swoop, swoop, swoop. Good. Alright, here is Walter Walrus, or let's say the Water Witch, which is the mummy of Walter Walrus, right? And the Hairy Hatman. Alright, here is Walter Walrus and Hairy Hatman. Whenever, alright, Hairy Hatman is next to Walter Walrus can't see things clearly. What is in front of him, right? Because Hairy Hatman is so tall and he wears a hat. So all he does is whack his hat off, right? What do they say? Hairy Hatman stays quiet, right? And Walter Walrus will directly say, wuh, wuh, wuh. Good job. So done with the sound revision, everybody. Now let's have a look on the blending. So everybody, let's revise the sound slide that we have been using, alright, to blend, alright, while we are learning about the people in Letterland. Okay, so how do we use the sound slide? We need our arm, right, in our hands, of course. So we divide it, alright, we divide our arm, okay, into 3 parts. 1, 2, and 3, right? Just like here. But here are divided into 2. Alright, it is just a division, so let's get started. So that is swoop. So we put our hand here, swoop, right? And the second sound is supposed to be ah. So we put our hands here, ah. The third sound is supposed to be so we put our hand here. So swoop, ah, swoop, ah, swam. Okay, in this stage, if you still find our blending very hard, use the slide, which is our arm. Okay, swoop, ah, swam. But in this moment, we have been blending like swoop, swoop, swam, right? You can use the same method. Swoop, swoop, swam. Just pretend the letter or just on your arm. Swoop is here, is here, and is here. Alright. So let's use the sound slide in blend. Let's get started with the first one. Okay. But first of all, let's pronounce the sound that we are doing revision on. So the first one is swoop, swoop, swoop. Good. Now let's blend in 3, 2, 1. Swoop, swoop, swam. Good. The next one. Swoop, et, swoop, et, sweat. The next one. Swoop, swoop, swim. The next one. Swoop, ought, swat, swat. The next one, swat, swat, swum. The following one, swat, at, swat, at, swat. Great. Alright, the following one is w, w, w. Let's get started. Alright, use your sound slide. Good. In 3, 2, 1. W, at, w, at, what. The next one, w, and w, and when. The next one, w, w, wham. All right, the next one, w, ak, w, ak, whack. Clever cat and kicking king say k, right? So that is w, ak, whack. Let's do that again. W, ak. Connect them. W, ak, whack. Just like you slide down, right? The way you slide down, you blend. Alright, the following one, you will see a sound that you haven't learned, right? And I told you that was ch. That is ch, which we are gonna learn today. So let's get started. Let's blend. W, itch, w, itch, which. The following one. Alright, here there's a symbol like this. It means it's a vowel man, okay? So that is Mr. E. Let's blend. W, E, O, W, E, O, wheel. Great. Now it's time for you to blend independently. Okay, I point and then you blend. So let's get started. In 3, 2, and 1. Blend this. That should be swap, swap, swim. Great. The following one, try this. That is swap, swap, swum. Alright, try this one. In 3, 2, 1. That is swap, at, swap, at, sweat. Alright, following line with w sound. Try this one in 3, 2, 1. That is w, at, w, at, what. Alright, try this. That is w and w and when. Alright, try this. In 3, 2, 1. That is w. Eel, w. Eel, wheel. Good. Wheel. Good job. Done with blending. Now let's do some reading. Alright, after reading we will do a little quiz. So let's get started with the reading. So reading, we have this. Alright, let's read in 3, 2, 1. When will, this word here has a vowel too, which is Mr. E. Okay, which is Mr. E. So that is he. Okay, it's not the elephant sound. So let's read in 3, 2, 1. When will he get up? Simple, right? Let's do that again. When will he get up? Good job. When will he get up? Done with reading. Very simple and very short. Now let's have a look on the quiz. So here I'm gonna say a word. All you have to do is choose the sound and then put it here. Okay, to see if the word is correct. So we have done many similar quiz like this. So let's get started. The first one. Alright, the first one, you need to choose the beginning sound. So number 1 is where. 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 Which sound goes with where? At the beginning. That should be w, right? That should be w, which is this. Where. Alright, next one is smoke. 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 That should be sm, right? For smoke. Alright, this one is spin, spin, spin. What sound goes with spin, spin? That is spin. Number 4, snake. 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 That should be right? For snake. Number 5, scooter. 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 What sound goes with scooter? Sw, st, sk, or sk. So that's scooter, right? We have 2 sk sound. One is Sammy Snake and Clever Cat, and one is Sammy Snake and Kicking King. So the word scooter tells you something about their story, right? Who went to the scooter ride? That is Sammy Snake and Clever Cat. So that is scooter. Number 6, star. 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 That is star. Number 7 is skin. 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 That is sk. Number 8 is swan. 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 That should be swan. Good. I hope you could do this test without any trouble. Alright, now let's have a look on the sounds that we are going to learn today. So these are the 2 sounds that we are going to learn. Alright, so let's have a look on the first picture. Alright, the first picture shows you, alright, Clever Cat and Harry Hatman, right? So what happened when Clever Cat meets Harry Hatman? So let me tell you, okay, Clever Cat belongs to Harry Hatman. It means Clever Cat is Harry Hatman's pet. Alright. They both like each other a lot. Okay. But sometimes, alright, Clever Cat has bit trouble, not trouble, let's say, has a little bit problem when Harry Hatman stands next to her. So let's see what happens. So one day, Clever Cat and Harry Hatman was playing chess. Alright, they were sitting on their chair. But what happened? Clever Cat sneezes like ch, ch, ch. All of a sudden, she kept on sneezing, which won't stop. Ch, ch, ch. Do you know why? It was because Harry Hatman's hairy hair falls down and makes her little nose tickle. And this is how she sneezes when she sits down beside Harry Hatman. Alright, she sneezes like ch, ch, ch. So whenever you see Clever Cat and Harry Hatman's hairy hair, alright, falls off and makes Clever Cat's nose tickle. Okay, and Clever Cat would sneeze like ch, ch, ch. Can you say that with me? Just like in the word chess, chair, chicken. Okay? Good job. Alright, the following one is Sammy Snake and Harry Hatman. So what happened when Sammy Snake stands next to Harry Hatman? So Sammy Snake is also Harry Hatman's pet. Okay. You know what does Sammy Snake like to do? He loves to hiss his sound, right? How does Sammy Snake hiss? He hisses like so once on a sunny day, alright, by a ship, Harry Hatman and Sammy Snake, alright, went there for a walk by the ship. Sammy Snake was very excited, alright, because he saw a beach there with lots of shells. So he hisses because he was very excited. He hisses like do you think Harry Hatman would like Sammy Snake hissing a lot? No. He doesn't like it. He doesn't like noises, right? He doesn't like Sammy Snake, alright, hissing so much. So he would turn around, alright, and hush him. That day, alright, Harry Hatman, alright, turned around and hushed Sammy Snake. Alright, Sammy Snake stays quiet. He just stopped hissing when Harry Hatman hushed him. Do you know how does Harry Hatman hushed? He hushed like shh, shh, shh. Alright. So whenever you see Sammy Snake and Harry Hatman, alright, Harry Hatman would turn around and hush Sammy Snake like shh, shh, shh. Okay? So these are the two sounds that we have learned today. The first one is ch. The second one is shh. Alright? Ch and shh. Alright everybody, so for now I would like you to open your book and turn to page number 25 and 26. So let me show you how it looks like. So this is how it looks like, 25 and 26. Please open your book. 25 and 26, and let's have a look on the screen for the song and story. Why not?
Let's learn with Harry's stories. Choose a story.
Alright, let's have a look here.
I'm a clever cat. I say
I'm Harry Hatman. I say
when I sit next to Harry, his hairy hat makes me sneeze. Ch.
So how does Clever Cat sneeze? Ch, ch, ch. Let's say that. Ch, ch, ch. So everybody, you have opened your book, right? Now let's sing the song together. In 3, 2, 1.
Song.
Let's sing again.
Song. The cat belongs to the hat man. He lets her go where she pleases. But when she sits down beside him, she almost always sneezes. The cat belongs to the hat man. He lets her go where she pleases. But when she sits down beside him, she almost always sneezes. Shh, shh, shh.
Alright. Now let's have a look on a picture and see what other words we can learn from their sound.
Explore. Clever Cat and Harry Hatman are in the kitchen. In the kitchen, there is a chicken, some chairs, some chocolate, and some cheese. Can you see the children outside? Harry's hairy hat is making Clever Cat sneeze again. Ch, ch, ch.
Alright. Let's have a look. What are Clever Cat and Harry had been doing? Maybe they were playing
Chess.
chess. And wow, what happened? There were children outside,
Children.
and there were these little
Chicks.
chicks in the house. Alright, with
Chicken.
alright, chicken. Chicken, alright. For big we call it chicken. For babies we call them chicks. Okay. Chicken and chicks. And here are some
Chocolate.
chocolate,
Chinese food.
Chinese food, and some
Cheese.
cheese,
Chili.
chili, right? And some chalk,
Chalk. Chalk.
chalk,
Peaches.
peaches. Here the ch sound is at the end.
Chairs.
Chairs,
Chain.
chain,
Chairs.
chairs and chain, right? Alright, so do remember the words because they're gonna help us.
Children.
Alright. Now let's have a look on the next one, which is Sammy Snake and Harry Hatman.
I'm Sammy Snake. I say "Sss." I'm Harry Hatman. I say Harry hates noise, so when I sit next to him, he turns round and says shh.
What does Harry Hatman say here? Shh, shh, shh. Now let's sing.
Song. Sammy Snake loves to hiss, so he hisses a lot. Hisses a lot. Hisses a lot. Sammy Snake loves to hiss, so he hisses a lot. There aren't many hisses he misses, but the Hat Man hates noise and hushes him up. The Hat Man hates noise and hushes him up. The Hat Man says shh as he hushes. Shh, shh.
Let's sing that again.
Song. Sammy Snake loves to hiss, so he hisses a lot. Hisses But the hat man hates noise and hushes him up. The hat man hates noise and hushes him up. The hat man says shh as he hushes. Shh, shh.
Alright, now let's explore.
Explore. What can you see here? Can you see a shell, a ship, a shop, a shoe, and a fish in the sea? Can you also see Harry Hatman talking to Sammy Snake? Harry says, shh, so Sammy stops hissing. Shh, shh.
Let's have a look on the words we can learn from this. Alright. Here is the
Shear,
shear. Here are the
sheep,
sheep. Here is a
shed,
shed.
shop,
Shop.
shout,
Shout. Right. What else you can see?
radish,
Radish.
shoe,
Shoe.
mushroom,
Mushroom. And a
shrew,
shrew.
shrimp,
Shrimp.
shapes,
Shapes. And one of the sea animal.
shark,
Shark. And a
ship,
ship.
sheet,
Sheet. Alright everybody, so we are done with the story. Now let's get started with our classwork. Please turn to page number 27. Alright, this is how it looks like, right? 27, where you see Clever Cat and Harry Hatman. So for this part, take out your pencil. Alright, it says draw lines from Clever Cat and Harry Hatman to the things that starts with their sound. Circle the one that doesn't. Okay, let's draw lines and circle. So, what is this animal called? That's a chicken, right? That's a chicken. So you can draw a line to the chicken. Do you hear ch in chicken? Yes, right? Chicken. You don't need to write. The word is chicken here. Chicken. Alright, and where do you sit? You sit on a chair. Right, so that's a chair. Do you hear ch in chair? Yes, so we draw a line. What is the next picture? That's a sun, right? So do you hear ch in sun? No, right? So we circle this because that's sun. And who are they? They are children, right? Children. Do you hear ch in children? Yes, right. So you draw a line. Children. Alright, how does Clever Cat sneeze? She sneezes like right? Hope you are done with this. Now let's have a look below. Draw something that starts with the ch sound. So we already have chicken, chair, children, right? So what can you think of? Remember when we explore what we saw in Harry Hetman's house? We saw cheese, chocolate, chess, even chain, right? So you can just draw something which comes in your mind, okay? For example, or let's have a look here. For example, cheese. If you want to draw cheese, you can draw cheese, right? Alright. That would be cheese, right? Cheese. Just draw one thing, or you can draw chocolate. Remember, you need to color it, okay? So chocolate is very easy. Chocolate. Alright, and then you can color it brown. Chocolate. Alright, draw anything that comes in your mind. Let's start with ch. It can be cheese, it can be chocolate. Alright, it can be chess. Chess is a little bit hard. Just draw one thing. So this is a little board of chess. Also has stripes. This is chess. Just choose one, draw, and then color. Alright, now let's have a look on page 28. Page 28. Alright. Take out your pencil again. Alright, draw lines from Sammy Snick and Harry Hetman to the things that start with their sound. Circle the one that doesn't. So everybody, what is the first one? The first one is shell, right? So, do you hear sh in shell? yes, right? We hear sh and shall. So we draw a line. Just draw a line, no need to write, okay? Shall. Alright, the next one, what is it? It's a shop that sells shoe. So that is a shoe shop. Do you hear sh in shoe shop? Yes, right. So that is shoe shop. That's why we draw a line. Alright, the next one, very simple. We wear this. Alright, on our feet. That is a red shoe. Do you hear sh in shoe? Of course, right? Shoe. Alright, next one is something we sit on. That's a chair. Do you hear sh in chair? No, right? So that's why we would circle it. Alright, next one is one of the water transport. Alright, that is a ship. Do you hear sh in ship? Yes. Right, so we draw a line. Now, let's have a look on the following part. Draw something that starts with a sh sound. So you can draw anything that starts with sh sound. We have shell, shoe shop, shoe, and ship above. So let's think and see what we have to draw. Let's have a look on the board. So you can draw somebody that is shouting, right? So shout. Shout. Or you can draw shapes, right? Like triangle, heart, square. Alright, these are called shapes. Or you can draw a shark if you like. So choose any, or if there's any of the vocabulary that's in your mind, you can use it too and draw. Remember, you need to color it, okay? Alright, after you're done drawing, let's have a look on the blending, which is on page number 29 here. So these are the two sounds that we have learned today. The first one is ch, ch, ch. How about the following one? The following one is sh, sh, sh. Right. Alright, now let's blend. All right, using the sound slide in 3, 2, 1. Ch an, ch an, chan. All right, the following one. Ch ip, ch ip, chip. How about the next one? Ch ik, ch ik, chick. The next one. B, ch, b, ch, budge. The next one. Ma, ch, ma, ch, match. Alright, next one. Inch, inch, inch. Alright, the following line. Sh, ip, sh, ip, ship. The next one. Sh, sh, sham. The next one. Sh, at, shut. The next one. D, sh, dish. The next one. Rush, rush. The next one. Wish, wish. Alright, today we did not practice reading the words, right? So we would do it next lesson, no problem. So let's revise the words that we have learned. Okay, in 3, 2, 1. Alright, I point randomly and then you say. In 3, 2, 1. That is ch, ik, chick. Alright, at here I'm gonna randomly pick one as well. Alright, try sh in the end. Alright, 3, 2, 1. That is wish, wish. Alright, since we have time, alright, let's read the word instead. So you blend in your heart and read the word out. For example, this one. Alright, in your heart you might say ch, ip, ch, ip, and then you just read the word out. Right? How do we read this word? Chip. Right? Chick, chan. Right? Match, sham, dish, rush. So do a revision on that because the following lesson we will be reading the words. Okay, we will blend, but here I encourage you to read instead. Okay, so do practice it at home. Now let's have a look on page 30. We have some reading. We need to read some sentences. So these are long words, so I've drawn some dots for you, alright, to make it easier. So let's read. Alright, you know how to read these two words, right? Only two letters. That is it is. oh, but you might stop, all right, at here, right? Because they are long. Actually, they are not long. If we cut it, all right, into parts, they won't be that long. So that is lunch, lunch. Just like here, munch, munch. All right, you know 3-letter sound, right? Ooh, lun, mun. All right, let's go in 3, 2, 1. It is lunch. Munch, munch, munch. All right, try it again. It is lunch. Munch, munch, munch. All right, the following line. All right, here's the sound that we have learned as well. Shh, right? This is Mr. E. E, she. Okay. She, sells. Fish, fish. Ship. All right, blend it in your heart and then read. She sells fish on a ship. Again, she sells fish on a ship. All right. Again, she sells fish on a ship. All right, now you read by yourself. 3, 2, 1. That is, it is lunch. Munch, munch, munch. She sells fish on a ship. Alright, now let's have a look on the quiz corner, where you need to write. Okay? Listen and write the correct sounds on the line. The first one. Alright. At the first line, you will see 2 letters. Okay. Second one, the third line, you need to write 2 letters as well. So number 1, ready? Number 1 is chop. 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 Number 2, bush. 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 Let's check the answer. Number 1 is chop. Right, so that is ch. O. Chop. Number 2 is bush. B. A. Sh. Bush. Hope you can do it. So go home and practice blending, alright, and also reading. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time, and goodbye.